Alright, for whoever's interested in this ongoing saga, here's a little more about this Samsung oven that was turning on when I would open the door. So you can see I've got it apart now, and the problem appears to be, well, the problem is the design, but the manifestation of that problem in this case is that there are actually three separate switches on the door. There's a micro switch up here, and then there's two down here. So three separate switches controlled by two different plastic doohangers. These broke before. That's I had to fix it in the past. They're kind of made to break, but they're okay this time. But there's these two little things that mate with that, and each one contains electrical switches. This top one, and then these two down here. As near as I can tell, the two down here are they operate in opposite phase. They're just simulating a SPDT switch with two SPST switches and a bunch of extra plastic complexity to break in there to operate them out of phase. When this type of switch, I mean, you can see where the extra connector would go. This is surely a part that's also available in a SPDT format, as opposed to a pair of SPSTs. So who knows why plastic money-saving Samsung did it that way, but that's how it is. So there's three different micro switches that can fail here, and in my case it appears that one has failed. This one down here shows connectivity at all times, whether the door is open or closed. This one up here shows, I think the phase is open when the door is open and closed when it's closed. But anyway, in the closed position it still shows a high resistance. So actually both of these switches appear to be failing. So I think I will order actually three new switches and replace all three while I'm at it. But that's the story on that. And ridiculous design, because I mean it's microprocessor controlled. Here's the microprocessor board. I've had to take this apart before to fix this keypad, but this time this part seems to be working okay. The processors actually must be on the other side of this board. It's not visible here, but you can see all these relays, 6 small ones and 2 biggies, that control the AC power to all the actual stuff in there. And this, I think, is probably working. Someone might say, I mean, it could be a fault here too that's causing those connections to get swapped, but I suspect this is working fine, and probably the only problem is this switch that I saw right here that seems to be closed all the time, indicating, misleading the system that the doors are closed when it's actually open. Now, when you have three separate switches all physically reading the door, and you know that some of them can fail, what you can do is write the software to this so that there's kind of a voting system, and if you see any possible indication that the door might be open, then by all means you should shut down the microwaves, right? That would be the safe, smart way to write the software. But that's not what they did here in the least. So if one of these cheap micro switches fails, you can be exposed to possibly very harmful microwave radiation. Isn't that cute? All right, have a happy day. Safe flying if you're going on any Boeing airplanes. Bye for now.